A report to Liverpool City Council's Cabinet is recommending a public consultation to be launched on the Baltic Triangle's draft spatial regeneration framework, which has been designed to guide the area's future development. The Baltic Triangle covers 37.6 hectares of mixed-use land on the southern fringe of the city centre and is home to many digital and creative industries, as well as popular nighttime economy venues.
I think it's really important, not only from a business perspective, but also from a community perspective as well. I think there's this idea that in the Baltic Triangle, everyone's working independently, and I don't think that's true at all. I think the nice thing is here working at the Triangle is that we have all sorts of businesses working together. So we're a digital business, there's creative industry, there's a school down the road, and we're never independent of each other. We actually work quite closely, which I think is really important. So the regeneration, I think it's going to be really nice that's going to be underpinned with the plans which are hopefully going to come in the future.
Key recommendations within the project include enhancing connectivity, specifically pedestrian and cycle routes, creating green corridors linking into the city's £3.4 million urban Green Up project, protecting open spaces and setting open space design guidelines specifically for Baltic Green and Baltic Park, encouraging a balanced mix of housing types and homes for families, support for a new rail station and much more.
I think it's really important to change perceptions about how people can actually get into the area, and that will really be supported by hopefully the new railway station that's coming in. I'm a commuter myself. I come in from the north of Liverpool, so anything that can get people to the area quicker, and also using public transport, getting people out of their cars and actually coming in using public transport, I think is really positive.
It's good for, again, more exposure to this side of Liverpool, because there's a lot of generation that's going on in the city and has been for the past 10 years.
And if you think about how global the conversation is about climate change and really encouraging urban spaces to be green, I think it's an absolute, I think we should be doing it. It's falling in line with that massive conversation we're having about how do we create green, how do we create that feeling that we're creating industry, but also that we're encouraging spaces to be self-supporting, recycling, and also just to feel a really nice space to be in as well. And that's the wonderful thing about the history here. We're right on the edge of the docks here. There is massive industry. It's been going back for hundreds and hundreds of years.
It's good for locals and good for people who are visiting around the Baltic Triangle, because now it's a really touristy area. It's just good for all parties, I think.
Especially if you're asking the people who are working, living, enjoying the entertainment, whatever people are coming to the Baltic Triangle to do. I think it's really important to reflect back those views, because otherwise, you're creating change without it being the right change.